Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. Today we are recapping for our Tea and Tarot Tuesday episode last night. If you got a chance to check out the live unfolding where we chatted face to face or face to camera, it's always fun to be able to unfold these energies together. As you can see, I have the layout of what yesterday's energies was like for this week. Over here we have the feminine energy, the masculine, the collective, and from spirit, some Lemuria oracles, and the four agreements for our next steps. So if that is something that this is something that's interest of you for you to you, let's dive into what the messages unfolded for this week for the collective. Okay, so I kind of want to start over here with I want to start right here with with messages from spirit, because this actually came from the daily divine message that we had yesterday morning, and it showed the emperor, the emperor and the king of crystals, and then the bottom of the deck was the 10 of cups. So I thought it was a really beautiful energy. We were in a lot of heart space feels yesterday. So I wanted to dive into a little bit more about that, because more messages kept coming through as I was re-listening back to the daily divine message yesterday. So I wanted to hear what the collective was feeling about this Emperor, King of Crystals, and Ten of Cups energy. To me, it seemed like there was either a lot of energy in the masculine collective with the Emperor, divine masculine energy, the King of Crystals, of Pentacles, and then the heart space being activated with that Ten of Cups. So out of curiosity, I wanted to just see what it was about. Perhaps there were, a couple of the feel that I was hearing for yesterday was that there perhaps were two different, and it didn't have to necessarily be masculine or men or males, and it also didn't have to be people, but I'm hearing split between two worlds of becoming, who you are on this 3D earth plane, with the pentacles representing like earth element. You could also be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And then the Emperor energy of kind of being more that divine, sacred, being in your divine, sacred, masculine state of mind. We also all carry masculine energy within ourselves too. So, just wanting to see what this was about. Who is the Emperor and the King of Crystals? Is that you? Are you dealing with, a divine masculine? It could be a high vibrational soulmate. It could be between a high vibrational soulmate and a twin flame, or it could be your soul purpose versus what is the more practical way of living life. So definitely wanted to jump into that. So let's see what the divine feminine over here, all the way down here, has to say. The first card that she pulled was the Magician, and the T formation, activating purpose. You see, this is definitely what the feminine is going through when it comes to these two different masculine energies, trying to manifest. She's manifesting her Ten of Cups here. She's manifesting by activating her purpose. She's trying to come into her purpose, whether it is with a high vibrational soulmate, whether it is with a divine counterpart. Sorry, my cat's trying to come through. And whether or not she is trying to decide between two worlds, whether it's between this earth on earth, or whether it's between, you see how she's kind of leaving earth. So something that is more ethereal, something that is more soul purpose, and something versus something that is more practical here on this earth. However, whatever the case is, the decisions that she's working through is leading her to see these rainbows of miracles, leading her to miracles. She's trusting in both of these pictures here, both of these cards, the Chariot and the Three of Wands. She's trusting in the path. She may not be able to see the path in front of her. She may not be able to, know exactly when to go, but she's trusting that she is going to be guided and protected, and that the path will just appear as she's taking, her steps, as she's moving forward. You see the yin yang energy here as well, of that masculine feminine balance, stepping into her divine balance. And it might be something that feels out of this world, but she is trusting that thy rod and thy staff will comfort her. It's almost like she came out of this world into this world, and she's trying to figure out her way to get back. Like get back to the ethers. And then to clarify a little bit more of that, we have two more major arcanas that came out, the Devil and the Hermit. So the feminine has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana that came out. The Devil and the Hermit here, these are also, I'm hearing, between the two worlds. And the Devil here, I'm hearing, she's breaking chains of what I'm hearing, generational, what her generations have been bound by. It could be through, lust. It could be through addiction. It could be even the obsession around needing to be married, needing life to look this way, needing to show up this way, and needing to, present herself, and or even showing up thinking the distorted feminine energy of believing that her only worth and value is in her body, is in her desired, the desires of her physical attributes. So she's being told to go within, to find her values within herself, to find her values of who she truly is and what she truly stands for. And that is breaking generational cycles and chains. No longer stuck in this loop, I'm hearing, this unending loop of obsessing over being someone's wife, or having to have a partner, or believing that she's only valuable or of value if she is being desired on a physical basis. So she's really going within. And I don't know if the signs matter for you, but we do have, then we have the bottom of the deck is the star. So we have Aquarius energy, Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. The bottom of the deck, what she does not see coming, is the fact that her dreams are coming true. That what she's been wishing on, again, there's her on earth looking out into the stars, realizing that she may be living on earth, but she is not of earth. Realizing that her home really is so much greater than just this earth, that she has dreams and hopes and wishes that are bigger and greater than who she is, and that is what she is manifesting. That's what she is activating within her. So it's really, really beautiful. And I think that that has something, and I'm hearing that if it is between, a high vibrational soulmate and a twin flame, that she is again recognizing that this might be the path might be unclear to her on where she should go with this route. But I'm hearing that one, if you kind of look here, the Emperor and the Chariot versus the King of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, it's like one is earthly, one is more practical, one is here in this 3D world. You can see it, touch him, taste him, feel him, smell him, all of the things that make you feel like you can, like they're there. And maybe that is what she is like uncertain about, because even though she's here, the path is still not clear for where she should go. But this person, maybe there is a person that is showing up that's like, well, they're here now, ready to take me on dates, ready to court me, ready to make something stable in the physical. And then here you have this Emperor while in the Chariot, where she's waiting, she's trusting, waiting for divine to tell her when it's time to go, trusting that this divine masculine is here, but might not be here as a man, is what I'm hearing. You see, may not be here in the physical world right now. Maybe the divine masculine is showing up in different ways. Showing up in ways that are in her dreams with that star card. Showing up in ways of her thoughts, her passions, things that are, again, outside of what you can see, touch, taste, feel, hear, smell. You see, this Emperor card has this little ankh. I don't know if you can see it. But again, it's not even a man. It's a lion. So maybe you have some Leo energy, but this leader. And it's like to connect with this Emperor, the feminine is realizing that she has to connect with her divinity. She has to connect with her higher self. Tap into her leadership, her royalty is what I'm hearing. Yeah, really beautiful. So that's, that's really beautiful, powerful energy for the feminine over here. The masculine is also going through some indecisions between, multiple counterparts is what I'm seeing here. You can, so here coming out first, showed up twice, was the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords with that. So the T formations that came through that were attached, that matched with this energy here. The High Priestess, be guided. Listen to the whispers of the universe. Okay, this is what he's trusting in. This is, the High Priestess is the, radical acceptance, is the spiritual connection, the spiritual divine, I'm hearing the spiritual partner to divine, right? See that higher ethereal level of counterpart. But he's really going within, trying to build his spirituality, trying to trust, even reading up on maybe the Torah or the Bible or whatever it is that or even just spiritual help development books to go within, because he's very, very in his head about this said High Priestess. Your breath fills you with energy anywhere and any time you need it for this Eight of Swords. So very much feeling in his head and stuck about this divine High Priestess. And this could be the same kind of energy, that the feminine is feeling, because then you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So once again, there's that counterpart to the King of Pentacles from Spirit, but this King of Swords here needing to make a decision. So this masculine is needing to make a decision here between this practical Queen of Pentacles and this High Priestess. Once again, the Queen of Pentacles is here on this earth, you know, makes sense. It just makes sense, right? It just makes sense. They're already a pair. They look good. Birds of a feather flock together is what I'm hearing. In fact, the Queen of Cups is down here. And I'm hearing that the Queen of Cups might be showing up as a third party, a third divine feminine or third feminine energy. But it could be, I'm seeing it more so of like a maternal figure. Maybe this Queen of Cups is saying you need to decide. You need to decide, but between the two. But just remember, birds of a feather flock together. You are already, you know, you are king of crystals. She's king of pentacles, right? The same thing. She looks like us. She has money. Her family comes from money. You know, she's the king. She's the queen. She's already, you know, she's already has a high status. I'm hearing that the Queen of Pentacles here is highly ranked in the earth realm, whereas the High Priestess is highly ranked in the spiritual realm. And that is what this masculine is trying to decide between the two. I typically really don't do readings about other people and their situations and multiple partners and third parties. So it's very interesting that this is what is coming through. So take it as it resonates if it does. And if it does not, it doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic sense. Again, it could be trying to decide between your purpose, your spiritual development versus a practical route in career, in work. Having to make that decision. What is more practical? What is more secure? What is here that you can see, touch, taste, feel? You know when the paychecks are coming in and what you got to do, versus what is more spiritual? What brings more enlightenment to your and more enlightenment to your physical purpose? What brings you closer to divine? What's interesting is that this King of Swords is trying to make this decision between the two. And I'm hearing that, you know, the Queen of Pentacles might be the one that can, you know, that can match the earthly caliber of what the family's looking for, you know, to match the royalty that they already have, you know, are establishing on earth. But the High Priestess is bringing more spirituality, awakening this emperor, this divine masculine into his divine sacred emperor. You know, the emperor the difference between the king and the emperor here is that the king will protect you in ways that also protect him. The king will protect you and provide all of the things you need materially, whereas the emperor is going to protect and provide your spirit, your soul. Protect you, your spirit and soul, to provide an empire around it. And so that is something that this masculine is also deciding, who do I want to be? And I'm also hearing split between two worlds, because perhaps this masculine used to be, his used to come up as this king of crystals, pentacles, and is coming into his sacred divine masculine. So in order for him to be with this high priestess, he has to step into his masculine, or his emperor. In order for him to be with this queen of pentacles, he has to stay the same as king of pentacles, just focusing on his work, focusing on his business, focusing on his career. It makes sense. You know, the pun intended with the pentacles, it makes sense, says the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is saying, make a decision. You know, this maternal figure is saying, make a decision. You have the whole world in your hands. Make sure you make the right decision. I am hearing for some, you might have a queen, you know, if it is a maternal aspect, maybe a grandmother, a mother, an aunt. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman either. It could be someone that just has more feminine energy. They are nurturing, lifting others up with peaceful presence. Lift others up with your peaceful presence. So, you know, this T formation perhaps also may be indicating that this Queen of Cups is supportive for this masculine decision, but still is saying you got to decide. So the bottom of the deck is no surprise, is Judgment. You know, this masculine is really trying to decide and judge, make that decision. That I'm hearing for Judgment Day. At the end of the day, at the end of life, let me cover these little tushies up. At the end of life, who is he gonna want to be? This Emperor or this King of Crystals? What will make more sense? What will be more fulfilling? Having a financial legacy of wealth and building an empire on this earth with the King of Crystals and the Queen of Crystals or Pentacles, or having this divine connection with your High Priestess, knowing that your souls will be carried into eternity. That's what this masculine is making the decision and judgment about. Relate, at the end of the day, relate to your greatness and not your weaknesses. Okay? At the end of the day, relate to your greatness and not your weaknesses. Look at the measure your victories, not your failures. And also what really matters once you leave this earth plane. So, really beautiful. The collective here is, you know, following suit with this King of Swords that the masculine is in. Making this decision, trying to make this decision here. Trying to make this final decision. And for some, it might be a decision based on, because we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So for some of this collective, the decision that they're trying to make might be a lifelong final decision. It could be engagement. It could be marriage. It could be, who do I want to spend my life with? It could be, what career do I want to retire in? What do I want to spend the rest of my life focusing on building? With the Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Swords, it may have taken a long time for this collective to get to this point, to make this decision, to have this conversation. And the Eight of Swords underneath that, they've been in their head about it. But the decision that they're making ultimately will lead them to the sun, to joy. And I love the T formations that all came out. You can measure the love you bring to each day by the joy you experience in each moment. Smiling is the basic kind of peace work. And one who brings happiness to others will find it. So this is what the collective is working through, is recognizing that at the end of the day, what matters most that they decide. It doesn't matter who they decide to be with. It doesn't matter what they decide to do, as long as it brings them joy. As long as it brings them truth, as long as it lights them up from the inside, the way that the sun is always shining, no matter what they choose. They've got the Ten of Cups, the Fool, and the Two of Cups. I mean, it's beautiful energy. They're taking a leap of faith into, sorry for the glare, they're taking a leap of faith into their happily ever after, regardless of whoever can see it, but it's contracted, it's for them, their souls. They're just trusting that no matter what, their happily ever after is theirs to endure. Something special is brewing on this Ten of Cups. It sure is. To come out for the second time in this reading. The Fool says, may this day lead you to peace, happiness, and joy. You may not know what this day is going to bring, but may it lead you to peace, happiness, and joy. Because this soul connection, this soul purpose, this soul path, this soul love is yours and only yours. So that's why I'm hearing Spirit say, no matter what you choose, you are going to still reach your happily ever after. You might be seeing 10-10, but we have the Ten of Cups out here twice with the Two of Cups, and underneath this Ten of Cups is the Five of Wands. So whoever you might feel like you need to compete with, whoever you might feel you need to convince, maybe it is a parent, a mother, maybe it is yourself, maybe it's a boss, maybe it's your family, maybe it's friends, maybe whoever it is that's trying to convince you to make this decision. You're fighting back because you know that this is your decision to make and no one else's. Because at the end of the day, you're coming into new blueprints of your life. And at the end of the day, settling is not an option. Period. It doesn't matter what you choose to do. You're coming into new blueprints. So whatever you choose, do not settle. Do not settle. Whether it's a high vibrational soulmate or a twin flame divine counterpart. Whether you decide to enjoy your life now with, this high vibrational soulmate, or whether you decide to focus on your soul growth in this spiritual union. Whether you decide to move in your purpose and follow your dreams. Let go of the burdens of what might come. Let go of the burdens of other people's opinions. Let go of the burdens. Release the need to be right. Says the Four Agreements. Be impeccable with your word. Release the need to be right, whatever you do. When you believe in something, you assume that you're right. And you may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. Are you defending the truth? The truth needs no defense. Would you rather be right? Or would you rather be at peace and joy and happiness? Something to think about. Our light codes are upgrading on this earth and within ourselves. That's why 37 and 38 are here, taking those steps. Reducing to 10 and 11, which also reduces to 1 and 2. We have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands taking these steps. Release self-judgment on what you choose to do. Don't judge yourself. It's funny that we have the self-judgment here, and then we have the masculine coming out with the judgment card at the bottom of the deck. So release self-judgment. I'm hearing because God's already gonna make the final judge. God's already the final judge is what I'm hearing. Divine source, however you want to call it, is already the final judge. And it's not based on how much money you acclaimed in this world, all the things you acquired, all the popularity and fame. It's based on who you became, who you're becoming, who you are entering into the next dimension, into the next realm. It's about the hearts that you helped heal and touched. It's about the joy, right? You can measure the love you bring to each day by the joy you experience in each moment. That's what this Judgment Day is about. So release any self-judgment around whether you feel you're good enough for this person, or whether you feel like your family is going to shame you, or that you're, wrong for feeling the way you do. Release all that self-judgment, because who you are is perfect as is, and you're coming into your own. And all you need to do is trust and believe in yourself, okay? Really beautiful. I hope this helps. This is a really beautiful read. If you'd like to see the full unfolding of the Tea and Tarot Tuesday episode, you can definitely do so and find the playlist in my description box. If you would like to book a personal reading with me to confirm more information about your personal space, I'm offering a special here for our Thanksgiving week and our Black Friday, Indigenous People Friday, Soul Tribe Friday, with 20% off of a Tea and Tarot Soul session, where you get a 1-ounce loose leaf tea as well. So if that is something that you are interested in and you're in the United States, feel free to reach out to me. My information's in the description box below. You can also follow me on Instagram at Princess Leah 888 or TikTok at Princess Leah 888. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, as we are healing the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love. And until next time, my beautiful beloveds, peace and love. Namaste. Bye.